What do you get when you take Patricia Arquette, Christian Slater, Christopher Walken, Samuel L. Jackson, and a host of others, put them together in a movie? Val Kilmer and Brad Pitt, put them all together in a movie. What do you get with that movie? And you have it done by Quentin Tarantino. That sounds epic, and it is epic. But this movie didn't get the praise that it should have got at the theaters. But this is true romance. Probably my favorite movie of all time. There's two movies that bounce between my favorite movie of all time, but this is probably it. Dennis Hopper, Gary Oldman. I mean, it's a ton of people. Everybody in the movie was a freaking superstar, man. And this is probably my favorite movie. So what had happened was, there's a guy named Clarence who works at a comic book store, has a pretty mundane life. His boss decides he's going to hook him up a little bit and send him some female company. And it's Alabama. And Alabama goes there and she decides she's going to be with him. Her female company associate sent her over there. And they fall in love with each other. I mean, it's crazy, right? But it's the movies. So they fall in love with each other. And they're like, look, we should get married after they meet. He doesn't realize she's a prostitute at first, but they want to get married. And they do, like the next day. And she's like, I'm going to leave my pimp and just be married to you. Val Kilmer is his imagination's version of Elvis. And he talks to him in the mirror. So almost always when he's looking in the mirror, Elvis is talking to him, played by Val Kilmer. So Val Kilmer's like, hey man, Elvis, you should go down there and kill that pimp. He was pimping her out, even though it happened before you knew her. Don't take that. Go kill that dude. So he gets in his head, of course he's slightly crazy, to go kill this pimp who's connected to the mob. This pimp works for the mob, Christopher Walken. So he kills the dude, and he takes a bag that he thinks is Alabama's clothing, but it's not. It's a big bag of drugs. During a scuffle, he leaves his wallet. Now the mob gets there and finds his wallet there, and the drugs are gone. They're like, okay, well, that's that. We gotta get this dude. We know who it is. It's Clarence. Let's get him. So they go to get him. They can't find him. They track down his father, played by Dennis Hopper, who gives one of movies' all-time best soliloquies. A moment where he's talking by himself and nobody's retorting. And he's talking and he's like, telling this dude, he's actually just bad-mouthing this dude. And because he knows he's not going to give up where his son is. He's like, might as well kill me. So he insults the dude to a point where he's got no choice but to be shot. So that happens, and that was one of the best parts of the movie, that little soliloquy that he rattles off to the dude, Christopher Walken. So now the mob is hot, they're pissed, so now they really want him. He wants to sell the drugs because he can't buy food with bad. So, long story short, too late. What happens is he's trying to sell the drugs to a Hollywood producer. Hollywood producer is one of his people is being tracked by the police. So now the police are involved. Hollywood producer has, he's a Hollywood guy, so he's got a lot of money, and he's buying a lot of drugs. So he brings protection. He brings a couple of guys with machine guns to make sure he doesn't get killed. Then you've got the mob, the FBI, the machine gun guys, all there at the same time. So they all end up in the same room trying to get either the drugs or the drug dealers, and it turns into a big old shootout. Samuel L. Jackson has a itty bitty part in this movie, but he's in it too. And this is probably the biggest all-star cast that didn't get a big push in all of Hollywood history. If it came out today with all of those stars, it'd make $1 billion. But it didn't, so it didn't. But it's still one of my favorite movies, and it's a cult classic now, True Romance, starring everybody, really. But have you seen it? What's your favorite Quentin Tarantino movie? Let's talk about it in the comments. Yeah. My favorite movie, my personal favorite movie. So I'm going to give this movie, I bet you can guess, 10 bags of popcorn. Because no matter what I'm doing, no matter what happened, I could have just seen this movie. There's no particular time when I couldn't sit down and just watch this movie again. It's great. In fact, I may watch it today. So have you seen it? Did you like it? Of course you did. Let's talk about it in the comments. And as always, if you like the video, if you like the content, subscribe. And then like.